The almighty pea, packed with protein, low in calories, and extremely dense in nutrition. These green pods offer a sweet crunch to salads and stir fries, and are great to add to soups and stews and smoothies to up the protein. For the most part, there are 3 types of peas that we grow here at Edwin Binney's Community Farm and Education Center. The first 2 are snap and snow peas, which are quick to grow to maturity and have the benefit of having edible pods. Snap peas tend to have short pods and are edible once the pods have plumped up. Snow peas offer a slightly longer and flatter pod and can be eaten at just about any stage of growth. However, don't let them grow too long or else their seeds will develop too far and they will become starchy. Shelling or podded peas tend to take a little bit longer from sowing to harvest, as you are growing them intending to harvest them for those seeds. So more developed seeds, or in the case of a chickpea, you're actually waiting for that seed to completely dry before you're harvesting them. As I have mentioned in previous videos, we measure and weigh all the food that comes off of our farm, and then we can use a website called Chronometer to essentially measure the nutrient value that the farm is offering to our communities that we serve. As you can see in our comparison, shelling peas have the highest nutrient quality and quantity. Shelling peas offer more than double the amount of carbohydrates, fiber, and protein than either snap or snow peas. They also provide more B vitamins, vitamin C, vitamin K, magnesium, manganese, phosphorus, potassium, and zinc. If you are trying to decide between a snap or a snow pea to grow, know that their nutrition qualities are very similar. So it will come down to your own preferences. Since peas are related to beans, they can also work with soil biology to improve soil fertility. They do this by working with bacteria that can sequester nitrogen from the air. The plants provide the bacteria with energy in the form of sugars and a home in and around the roots, and the bacteria converts nitrogen to usable forms. Peas have a couple of added benefits over beans though. First, they are much more cold hardy. Since they prefer cooler temperatures, we are able to plant them into the field slightly earlier and before our last frost, as long as the risk of severe cold snaps isn't possible. If the season allows for it, this earlier start to growing peas means that we could get an earlier harvest and have the potential to replant that area with another crop and get more benefit out of the space that we grow in. Second, peas produce a tendril that reaches out from the stem of the plant. These tendrils will reach out and grab onto any sort of fencing or trellis that you have set up around them. So in this sense, the peas are also self-climbing, unlike many pole beans where you have to kind of help them maneuver and work themselves through and around a trellis to hold themselves up.
Here's one of these great inventions. It's good for a medium-sized gardener, even a small gardener. And the nice thing about it is it works very efficiently. I only have a couple samples here, but you can put a seed disc in here based on the size of the seed. So we're going to do some beans and peas, so that's the size we use. It has the exact spacing that you require, and it does a great job. So essentially the way it works is it's operated by foot. This wheel creates this motion here, which cranks this out, which actually moves the disc inside, and the seed, you fill the hopper up, the seed goes into the hopper, and this is the nice trick of it. I'll show you the back side. This little disc here is movable. It can go up and down depending on how deep you want to put your seed in. It opens it up, drops the seed in the hole, and the nice thing is this little chain here that drags out behind, that's enough to fill in the hole when you're done. And this little wheel here at the back actually goes over top of it and packs it down a little bit. But the nice thing about this one here is it shows you where the row is before they germinate, so you know exactly where it's coming up. There's a couple other little features. There's one feature I don't have on here, but it's basically a thing that goes out to the side and marks your next row. So while you're doing it, you can mark the next row. And it has this other little feature here that if you're not using it, you can set it up like that. Because the most annoying thing is when you have your hopper full of seed and that this is not working and you tip all your seed over. So works good. And this is actually not very expensive item. I think you can get this for 150 bucks, so it's very cost effective. I'll plant this whole thing by myself in probably an hour, so it works very efficiently. Again, it's all about scale, but for us this works perfect. We can't really do this with a tractor, sower and all that kind of stuff, and this works perfect for what we need to do. So for me, I can plant this as fast as I can walk, so works really good. A little bit late, but we're going to plant peas in this section here. Actually, no, we're going to do pole beans first, then we're going to do bush beans, and then we're going to do peas. So we're going to plant 3 kinds of peas: shelling peas, snow peas, and edible pod peas. And this row here that I have marked out is going to be pole beans, and they'll be climbing up a fence structure that we put up. And the peas will be also on fencing, and we're just gonna, our goal right now is just to get them in the ground because we're already late. So we'll get them in the ground, then we'll put our fencing up later on. So we've got a little window of opportunity here. This is a section of field that's a little bit drier than other parts, so we can just go crazy and get this done in the next hour or so. The nice thing about peas and beans, they don't have to go deep at all. In fact, as long as they're covered a little bit, sometimes even if they aren't covered, they'll still sprout as long as they're wet. But this time of the year, the ground is not really super warm yet, so the closer to the surface you leave them, the warmer it is, so they will actually germinate. So the 2 things that give you germination are moisture. You have to have moisture, and the temperature. So if we drill these things in, what is it today, Thursday? By next Monday they're already up.
So this has been how we plant peas, and we also planted some beans today, which is a little bit of a surprise because that's a little bit early for them, but the weather is right. If you like this video, please make sure to leave a like, share the video, and subscribe. Your support will help us to grow more food for communities who are facing food insecurity. If you would like to get involved and support Edwin Binney's Community Farm and Education Center, we have multiple ways that you can either volunteer, you can help out on the farm, or help out with special events and office administrative duties, or you could become a donor to the United Way for the City of Kawartha Lakes. Those donations will go towards helping support food security and poverty reduction initiatives that the United Way works on. Another way is to become a sponsor of specific crops. By adopting a crop, you will be directly responsible for helping to support a specific food item that will go out to various individuals facing food insecurity. Adopt a Crop sponsors will also be recognized on our social media. We will give updates on YouTube and other social media platforms about how that crop is growing and who is sponsoring that crop. We also love to have visitors and have groups come to learn about sustainable agriculture, food security, and how to grow your own food at home. So if this sounds like something that you are interested in, you have a large group or a corporate party who wants to come and visit and help us out on the farm, you can reach out to me at gardencoordinator@ckl-unitedway.ca. All the links for donating and volunteering will be in the description below, as well as my email. Until the next video of us planting or maybe harvesting something, have a great day, and we'll catch you in the next one.